John, we're live.
All right, all sergeants, please start recordings.
PC started.
Cloud is rolling. And good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's remote New York City Council vote for the Committee on Contracts. At this time, will all panelists please turn on their videos for verification purposes? And to minimize disruptions, please place all electronic devices to vibrate or silent mode. Thank you for your cooperation. Chair Kalos, we are ready to begin.
Good morning and welcome to the Contracts Committee of the New York City Council. Today is Wednesday, December 8th, 2021 at 10:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name is Ben Kalos and I have the privilege of chairing this last hearing of the Contracts Committee. The purpose of today's hearing is to vote on a critical piece of legislation pertaining to minority and women-owned business enterprises in our city. I'd like to extend my thanks to Council members Ampry Samuel and Radenchik for signing on to this bill and for their continued support for the MWB community as co-sponsored the legislation before this committee today. The City Council has long supported the city's minority and women-owned businesses, and through its various MWBE initiatives, the Council has assisted MWBEs in expanding their role in both city procurement and the private sector. In 2005, the city established its MWB program in order to address disparities in city procurement between the number of minority and women-owned businesses available to do business with the city and the number that are actually awarded city contracts. We and the council applaud the work being done by the Mayor's Office of Contract Services, the Department of Small Business Services, and the Mayor's Office of MWBE via their training, network, and business development programs. However, more remains to be done. In fiscal year 2021, the city's contract budget was $30 billion. As of today, only $1.166 billion, less than 4%, were actually awarded to MWBEs. While the city has managed to certify over 10,500 MWBEs citywide, the actual number awarded city contract is just a fraction of that number, only 16%. This is why I sponsored legislation before the committee today. Proposed introduction 624A would require the Mayor's Office of Contract Services and the Department of Small Business Services to expand the data and the quarterly MWB report to include the change in the number of certified MWB firms, certified emerging business enterprise firms in each industry classification since the most recent MWBE disparity study and the percentage increase for such firms since the previous quarter. This way, city agencies and critically the public would be aware of the progress of the city's efforts towards reaching its goals of contracting with certified MWB vendors in order to get the administration's stated goal of a 30% MWB utilization citywide. Finally, I'd like to thank Contracts Committee staff, Legislative Counsel Alex Paulino, Policy Analyst Leah Skripiak, and Finance Unit Head John Russell for their hard work negotiating this bill. I'll now ask the committee clerk to call the roll.
Good morning, William Martin, Committee Clerk. Roll call vote, Committee on Contracts. Proposed introduction 1624A. Chair Kalos.
Aye.
Thank you. Baron.
Thank you. Yes, I vote aye. And Mr. Martin, I ask to be added to the legislation.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
One sec. Okay. Rosenthal. You're muted, Councilmember Rosenthal.
Thank you so much. Well, with congratulations to Chair Kalos, I'm really impressed with the additions that you've made to the disparity report. It was really fantastic. So I proudly vote aye. I would also just put in a gentle reminder to people that half of the contract's budget is the nonprofit sector. So my hope is that the next city controller will correct the error that has been on the controller's report all these years to have in the denominator of the report on grade setting for MWBEs, that they only include contracts that are not human service sector related. I look forward to that change in the controller's office. But overall, Chair Kalos, congratulations to you. Thank you so much. Proud to vote aye.
Thank you. Jonai.
I want to thank Chair Kalos for his leadership and work on this committee. And with that, I vote proudly aye.
Thank you. Gennaro,
I vote aye, and I wish to be added to the legislation.
you got it.
Thank you.
By a vote of 5 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and no abstentions, item has been adopted by the committee.
Chair, can I just ask real quickly? I too would like to be added, my name added to this legislation. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you. I want to thank all the members of the committee for being active members of the committee. Quite often, it's hard to have members show up, let alone show up and participate meaningfully, stay for questioning, and what have you. I want to thank former chair Helen Rosenthal for her leadership of this committee and setting the gold standard and setting the bar high. Councilmember Barron for her nonstop advocacy, and Councilmember Joe and I, who's just been such a stalwart leader for the business community on the city council, and Jim Gennaro, who is an old recent addition coming back here and being such an active member. So thank you to everyone. Thank you for the staff. It's been fun doing the contracts committee, and look forward to what the next council is able to do with it. I hereby adjourn this final meeting of the contracts committee.